The paranormal ghosts. Are they ghosts? I don't know, but I do know there is something out there. That's for sure. Now, the Watts video, like Shannon Watts and whatever that guy's name was, and the kids, the police body cam footage, you could hear EVPs. Ghost hunters, when they saw that woman at the bird cage, their reaction was just so genuine and they were freaking out and they both separated, no cuts in between, and they separated and they said they both saw the same thing. I think there is something out there. I think it's rare. I don't know why it's rare, but that's why I don't think it's someone passing on. I think it's something. I don't know if it's like the way we perceive time is not how we perceive it, but it's one thing and sometimes it overlaps. I don't know. I know there's something. That's what I believe. But I think there is a ton of fake videos out there. And I mean a ton. And there are two people I watched, Nuke's Top 5 and unfortunately Bizzarebub, because it's a lot of AI. But hey, you find good videos, I'm going to watch them, you know? So I'm going to watch these and try and see if I can find a legit one because it's not the other way around. It's not which one is fake, it's which one is real because most of them are fake. So let's take a look and see which one's real.
In the following video, a nervous daughter records her mother who's trying to capture a rat that's hiding inside their laundry room. It's a seemingly funny moment caught on camera, but this video stops being humorous when a certain detail gets pointed out.
Bro, I don't know if you've ever had a rat in your house. They are fast. Some of them jump. Oh, yeah. I learned that the hard way. So didn't my dog. Jumped right over my dog. It was one of the, I could still see it. So
that neither the mom nor daughter had realized until later. Somewhere in this clip, something very unsettling was caught on camera besides the rat. Watch closely.
Can I see if I can spot it?
I have it. There's this huge freaking rat in our living room. Right now, in the living room and our laundry room right now. Oh my gosh.
What do we see?
Freaking rat in our living room. Right now, in the living
What do we...
room right now. Oh my gosh.
What are we looking at? I don't see it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, let me try to open the door. Hold on.
What?
Oh my god, it's right there in the basket. Oh my god. Mom, you got
See, this would be a genuine type of ghost video. Like the ones you see of people that just go out and hike or camp. And they have one video where something weird happened. And some of them even are like, oh, well, I don't think it's anything paranormal. And it's like, bro, there was a ghost staring at you right in the face. Something stupid, you know what I mean?
to get it. Mom, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
Whow. That's solid.
Mom.
It's like, bro, the ghost smacked you on the ass. I think something exists. But like I always say, sometimes skeptics are just as absurd as people that believe in it. Because it's anything but ghosts or something weird. Or it could have been strange. Just like in the BuzzFeed guys. They've had a couple instances where it was like clearly something odd happened. And Shane was just like, oh, it's the wind. It's like, shut up. You sound absurd, you know?
Mom, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
I want to see that.
Mom,
Is it a person?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
Oh, what the fuck?
Sorry. Get the baby, Mom.
Oh, someone's still there. How do you
On
fake
the
that
other
one?
side of this door, a shape resembling a head can be seen pressing up against the metal mesh on the wooden frame.
But how did they
It's
know
up close,
when
as
to
if
do that?
seemingly gazing at the mother and daughter, who were already spooked enough by the massive rodent. If the size of this rat
That's the thing. Like, how did they know, like, when to do something like that? Because it always seems to be when they're not paying attention. It's like the exact perfect moment to show yourself. Why? If it's real, then how did they choose the best time? You know?
hadn't already terrified them, then surely this has. Now, what's really strange about this is that this wasn't there initially. If nothing was there previously, then how did this show up?
So this is the hallway that me and my daughter saw the rat go into our cat door in our laundry. For some reason, I never felt comfortable in here. I felt very, it's not surprising that we
Yep,
caught
I know that
something
feeling.
in that window. Very odd, and it makes me feel so uncomfortable.
Neither Catalina, the mother, nor her daughter had noticed it or have any clue as to what this was. But recently, another video was shared by Catalina, which not only is just as creepy, but might explain what this was.
This is my son Jason. He is autistic, and he is playing with his camera, which is in this toy car. It's what he used to capture the ghosts.
Is every kid autistic nowadays? Does every kid have ADHD? Oh my gosh, dude. I just don't know, understand what's happening to this country. It's like everybody. I remember when having something was like no one talked about it. Nobody. That was personal stuff. And now it's almost like a badge of honor. It's so strange. Very weird. Anyway.
Only weeks after this incident, Catalina's son accidentally captures something on his toy camera inside the laundry room. While using the wireless camera on his remote to chase their dog around the house, her son captures this.
You sure that was a person? No. Well, if you're trying to pass off that. That is creepy. That's weird. Oh, come on, man. He just leaves it there. Okay, now I have a problem with it. This happens with so many ghost videos. Ever since that camera that would like now it's doors. Every time. Like it one thing gets popular and then a bunch of people do it. If you don't think I'm telling, like, if I don't have a point here, anytime you see something new happen, watch the next 4 weeks and it's the same thing. It's you remember when people were saying, oh, this guy asked me for directions, and they're like, oh, the guy you were talking to? Yeah, you weren't talking to anybody. Next thing you know, there's like 10 videos of the same thing. You know? Drives me nuts. Think of something yourself. Think of something original. Like, at least. I just think it's weird he just left it there. It's so convenient to have this door opening and shutting. I'm not seeing anything.
though making Catalina jump out of her chair upon seeing the dog. It's what happened before this that makes her skin crawl.
Automatic,
Firstly,
huh?
when the toy car drove into the laundry room, a voice can be heard.
I'd like to time that door because that was very inconsistent. Each time it was different.
Mind you, that no one else had been inside, let alone downstairs where the laundry room is at. Like the silhouette that was in here before, this cryptic voice has no traceable source. But perhaps the creepiest part isn't what happens here, but instead what happens outside. As the automatic pet door opens and closes repeatedly, a single
I would find someone standing there at the door much
piece
creepier.
of a playmat goes flying off before landing in front of the pet entrance. But it's the fact that only one piece flies off while the rest stay put that's pretty strange. The wind in this case, if any, may not be able to explain this. It just rips off as if plucked by a child who's having a tantrum. But to Catalina, whatever threw this was aiming for the car. Whether ghost or not, she's deeply unsettled by what was captured both inside and outside her house.
As you can see, when I pull this one apart, it's very hard.
Yeah.
And it just flew up.
Given the whole incident with the rat and the shadow figure plus this, she can't help but think something haunts her home. If so, she hopes that it's someone she once knew.
I like to think that it was my grandmother because she was always close to me, and I always felt like she was around me.
What if it's real?
Me.
Currently, she continues to be on the lookout for any more strange occurrences in her house. But for now, this whole situation remains a mystery.
I'm kind of mixed, leaning towards fake. Just because of that door. I'm not even kidding. I've seen so many of those videos.
Comes from an Uber Eats driver who was driving past a cemetery when this happened. In the 4 years that Marcus Wilson has been delivering food for Uber Eats, never has he ever been so afraid of coming back to this neighborhood, and for good reason. On the night of April 28, 2026, Marcus was on his way to drop off an order when he realized that the road he was on was surrounded by not one, but two massive plots of land entirely filled with grave sites.
See these two lanes right here? This is where I was at, man. This one, this whole lane right here, are nothing but cemeteries.
Although he's driven to some sketchy areas before, nothing could have prepared him for what was caught on his dash cam. Take a look.
Why was he looking at his dash cam? I never look at mine. Ever. I never look at the footage either unless I... Oh, wait. If you see something... If you see something in person, then I go back and I would download it. But... like you would see a video like this and he had... Oh, I didn't see it until I looked at my dash cam. It's like... No one looks at their dash cam unless they see something in person. Just saying. Okay. So he is looking around. Okay. What? The fuck was that?
Marcus didn't see it happen, but something from outside darts into his car. He was sure that during this time his windows had been rolled up, which you can clearly see in this footage, but somehow, whatever this is, manages to get in. Neither flinching nor having any reaction whatsoever, Marcus is completely oblivious to the fleeting object. To him, it's no surprise that something like this would happen at a cemetery, let alone two of them.
This is where I was at, man.
But nothing is as baffling as what happens next when Marcus finishes delivering the...
Now, if stuff as weird is happening and he just goes back and, you know, looks through it, then that's one thing. But just randomly looking through your footage, I don't see
he was carrying. Now, it's important to note that the reason he shares this video is because he suspects it has some connection to what occurred after he dropped off the food. Just minutes after arriving to the address,
looks like
Marcus
that doll
paces back and forth outside of his vehicle, terrified of going back inside.
That's what it looked like.
Take a look.
Do my usual Uber.
To what occurred after he dropped off the food.
This thing right here looks like something that maybe fell.
Food. Just minutes after
I don't know,
arriving
we'll
to
see.
the address,
We'll see.
Marcus paces back and forth outside of his vehicle, terrified of going back inside. Take a look.
Doing my usual Uber eating, dropping off some food. I swear, this out of all address gotta be something by the cemetery. I see this again, I'm just not gonna accept it. I'll tell you that.
Why are you recording?
Make sure I'm not tripping. Make sure I'm not tripping.
What are you fucking on about, man? Fuck.
So, I'm dropping off the DoorDash, the Uber eating. I can't even get my daggone company straight. And you're gonna see a
Let me guess, in the
vibration.
back seat.
Go see
in the
tapping
back
at the
seat.
window.
I don't believe him.
Definitely gonna hear it.
Yeah, it's fake. Oh, come on, man.
What the?
Literally, damn, look at all those sneakers, bro.
Hell no. Hell no.
What's wrong with you? Those are brand new shoes.
Tripping. No, I'm not tripping. Oh, hell no, hell no, hell no, hell no, hell no, hell no, hell no. Okay.
Shoe move. Whoa. That wouldn't scare me to run. There's some things that would work, but moving a shoe is not one of them. Okay. Sure.
What the?
It's a ghost. Why do they need to?
What the? No.
I thought someone. What? Why? How would? Okay.
Oh, hell, what the?
He's trolling.
No.
Hey, really?
Nope.
Get out of my car. Ghost, get out of my car.
Marcus was so shaken up by this incident that he now flat out refuses any orders from places near cemeteries. A
you
chute
can
seemingly
believe him
comes
all you
alive
want.
as it zips
I don't
across and
believe
creeps
him, though.
forward, and out of nowhere, the door handle to the passenger side begins to pull by itself, as if someone was trying to get in. But as Marcus shows us, no one was outside. But then, as if finally getting a firm grip on the handle, something opens the door. Now, while each thing that happens is creepy on its own, it's looking at everything collectively that paints a terrifying picture. Could it be that whatever had been...
Moving on. I just think that one's
Now,
just...
over in Houston, Texas, is an abandoned apartment complex that's been sitting empty for quite some time. There doesn't seem to be anyone living on this property,
like
and
to
perhaps
investigate that.
it's best that it stays that way. Because according to Joe Galindo, in 2019, his mother recorded something while living in this building that to this
what?
day keeps him up at night. As Joe writes, in 2019,
Bro.
my mom told me she was fighting demons, but I didn't believe her, so she sent me proof.
Drop that. But I didn't believe her. What, your mom fighting demons? Goddamn, don't just brush past that. What the fuck?
The following is what his mother recorded.
I will say, though, like looking at the video and there's only the TV light coming in. Ugh. Pitch black.
While pretending to be asleep. Apparently, it doesn't come out if she's awake. Watch closely.
Making videos that makes me so tired. Seriously, I get so tired easily. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Fuck you. Put him in the shot. What are you doing? I mean, bro. Yo.
Seeing the video, Joe no longer thought that his mom was crazy. In her kitchen, something above appears to poke out from behind the doorway. But as if Joe wasn't already disturbed enough, he takes a screenshot, brightens it up, and sees this. What looks like a faceless figure can be seen hanging upside down from the ceiling. While some say that a face can be seen here, many agree that it's hard to tell. But the fact that its features are indiscernible only makes it that much more unsettling. As some believe, this might have been something beyond human comprehension. Now the video ends here, but it's assumed that Joe's mother kept watching this figure before she passed out from being tired. The next day, she sent him this video. So then, had something paranormal taken place at this now abandoned apartment? Or was something else going on here?
What?
It's hard to say, but if something supernatural was actually there, then Joe can rest assured that it won't be messing with his mom, as she no longer lives in this complex.
I'd like to investigate that.
On February 25th, 2025, a man named Tavo posted a video that his grandmother took when she and a friend spotted something outside her window that caused them to back away immediately.
Oh God, be careful, Bab.
They were cautious in keeping their distance from the glass panes, but not because of something they saw on the street or inside another building, but because of something that was right at their window. It was on a Tuesday afternoon during a family reunion that a shadow suddenly appeared behind the sheer curtains. It was pretty evident that a stranger was right outside and possibly trying to get in, but they weren't ready for what came next, because much to their disbelief, this happens.
Oh God, be careful, Bab.
Oh, hell fucking no. Oh, hell no. What the fuck?
Oh my God.
What they saw, or rather, what they didn't see, left them completely astounded. The supposed stranger they swore was outside the window wasn't actually there. In fact, he was never there to begin with. Upon pulling back the curtain to see who was there, they see this. Nothing. Now, it wasn't just nothing according to Tavo, who got this video from his grandmother. Something had actually been there. To him, this had to be some sort of supernatural entity that paid his grandmother and her friend a visit. It's been a year now since the video was posted, but despite how much time has passed, Tavo and his grandma still wonder just what had been outside.
Could be legit.
Now the following video comes from a woman named Giselle Duran, who was recently forced to leave her apartment in the middle of the night.
Sorry, I had to.
Pretty much everyone who's seen this video was left confused on why Giselle was crying inconsolably. It was very odd that she would put this video out there. But after looking at her page and going through all her posts, it didn't take long for many to see why she was so paranoid. For the past few months, Giselle Duran has been sharing clips that were captured by her security camera. They're mostly just recordings of her living room, but in each one, something happens that many believe has led up to the recent breakdown she had. It goes without saying, but these next few clips are nothing short of unsettling. It all started with a video she posted.
Okay, I live alone, and let's just say sometimes things fall or stuff happens, and I can't describe to you how unnerving it is for like something to, like shake out of nowhere. Or you'll do something, let's say you lean something up against the wall that's been there for 6 months. And then you go do something and all of a sudden you hear whack. And then you turn around and it fell. And then you start thinking to yourself, like, didn't I have it like so good up against the wall that it's been there for like a year? Weird. Like stuff like that'll happen to you every once in a while. And then you go to bed and it's unnerving. Trust me.
Posted in late March 2026 when Giselle was home alone doing laundry. But then, out of nowhere, this happens.
Yep. Yep. Just exactly your reaction. Yep. We're like, maybe I put it at the edge of the counter. Weird.
Now,
I do
it may
the
not seem
same
like
thing,
much,
dude.
but
This
this
happens to
occurrence
me
marks
once
the
in a
first
while.
time something strange
And I
happened in her
swear.
apartment. Thinking that the whole incident with her flying phone was just a random one-time occurrence, she was caught completely off guard when something like this happened again. Only this time, she didn't think it was random. On March 28, 2026, she recorded this.
Oh, how weird. We both work at hospitals.
She recorded this. It was at this point where she began to think that maybe something is messing with her. Like someone who didn't want the lights off, they immediately turn on as soon as Giselle turns them off. It was definitely strange, but especially so when looking back at the previous occurrence. Maybe what happened there wasn't so random. Now, although neither encounter was enough to freak her out just yet, one incident came close to doing that, and it's what happened on April 2nd of 2026. While Giselle was fixing a shoelace inside her closet, this happens. Now, it might be hard to notice, but something happens with
This is getting weird because that's another thing that happens. So that's- I can't tell you how many times it feels like someone's touching me. Weird.
in this area
That's
that set
weird.
Giselle
That's
on edge.
crazy.
You won't really spot it at regular speed,
Huh.
but if you scrub the footage back and forth, you'll notice that the bag on the table begins to move, almost as if coming alive. This of course freaked out Giselle, which led her to take action. Like other instances, she couldn't explain how it moved, nor figure out what had touched her. This is perhaps the creepiest part about this incident. Now,
I've literally done that before. Hey, get your hands off
so
me.
far,
Like, I'll
everything
just
that's
say
happened up to this point has led her to believe that something isn't right with her place. Any small thing that happens now makes her jump out of her skin, and the fact that she's living solo makes things worse. But as it seems, she may not be entirely alone, because one night, after being woken up by a sound inside her room, this happens.
Obviamente no me voy a levantar a ver qué es, pero tengo miedo, estoy temblando del miedo.
Yeah, but now you're telling it. You're scared.
No mames. No mames. Creo que hay alguien atrás de la puerta. O algo. Tengo miedo. Tengo miedo.
Tal vez era mi imaginación, no miré mal. Pero salí corriendo de ahí porque ya no puedo. Ya no puedo. Ya no sé qué hacer. Tal vez era mi imaginación, no miré mal. Pero salí corriendo de ahí porque ya no puedo. Ya no puedo. Ya no sé qué hacer. Son las 4 de la mañana. Pero sé que había algo ahí, sé que miré algo y no estoy loca. No estoy loca. Tengo que entrar a trabajar al rato y no he dormido nada. Estoy nerviosa, no sé qué.
It now becomes clear as to why Giselle was so freaked out in this video. It wasn't just whatever this was that was at her door, but all the stuff before it that finally made her snap. Already feeling on edge, she bolts out of her room and pays no attention to the black shape at her door, not knowing if it was still there or not. She just wanted to get out of there as soon as possible, so she hops in her car and drives all the way to her job before parking outside and clocking in hours later. Now, when she came back home eventually, she didn't find anything around her door to explain what she saw last night. It was gone, as if nothing had been there in the first place. But as her video shows, something was clearly there. From capturing things moving by themselves to recording moments where she felt a presence, Giselle has documented what she believes is clear evidence of an uninvited guest making itself at home. But of course, what do you think? While there haven't been any other strange happenings since then, she continues to look closely at these videos, hoping to find something in them that explains them.
Looked
But
like
for
someone
now,
with
it
socks
remains
on.
unknown as to what exactly is happening
Looks like someone with black socks
inside
on.
her apartment. As always, let me know your thoughts on this one.
Sorry, I'm not just gonna sit here and not do anything. The YouTube rules of like people are just and they got their professional backgrounds and shut the fuck up. I'm not doing that.
If you caught something
YouTube,
creepy
not
on
TV.
camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and ready to go home,
You know, it's YouTube, not TV. I'm not.
at roughly 11:40 p.m. on a Sunday night, two nurses working the night shift at a dialysis clinic are getting a patient ready to go home It's just about closing time, and only one patient is left to be sent home via the pickup area that's outside the clinic. But just before heading out, something catches their attention. According to Josephine, who sent me this video, someone was searching through their dumpsters and making a lot of noise. Apparently, it's a common occurrence here. But this isn't the reason she sends me this video. At the same time that Josephine and her colleague were outside, something happens inside. Thankfully, the patient in this video was okay with Josephine sharing this video. They too felt it was necessary to show this footage to others, as otherwise no one would believe them. The following is what was caught. Take a look.
The way she walked out was weird.
For some reason, the lady in the wheelchair covers up her face after letting out a scream. It's the same reaction that someone would have upon seeing something terrifying. But as it turns out, that's exactly what happened. Because according to Josephine, this patient saw a person who was seemingly disfigured and walking towards her. However, as the footage shows, no one is near. Or at least, it seems like that. Because if you look closely at the reflection on this TV screen, you'll notice what it was that terrified her. Take a look. As it turns out, someone or something else had actually been present. On the TV screen, the shape of a dark figure suddenly appears before disappearing near.
Here's the thing too, like, that looks like it's in that video. So either they faked something, put it on there, and then played it, which seems like a lot of work, or something happened.
The lady,
I don't know.
at one point, it's here, but then seconds later, it's right behind her. It's as if the shadowy figure had only been intent on getting close to her. As Josephine writes, they really thought that she was just seeing things, but apparently that's not the case. While it's been a few months now since the time of this recording, this video continues to get pulled up at work as nurses find it hard to believe. But of course, what do you think? Just what exactly had this old lady seen inside this lobby?
I don't know.
This one remains.
If those two hadn't left, weird, it was kind of weird the way they left. If they hadn't, then I would believe it 100%. I'm not sure about
It's a mystery.
It's a good one though, that's for sure.
Thanks for watching.
Okay, if you made it this far, I appreciate you sticking through while I ate and stuff during the video. Anyway, yeah, I'll do another one.